Good morning. How lovely
Good morning.
to see you.
It's nice
So we'll
to
talk
have
about
you.
the play in just a moment because
Yes.
obviously it's the news that's on everybody's lips at the moment. We're all
Perfect
talking
timing,
about it.
you
Yeah, and here you are. So
I know.
it's perfect. Your relationship. You when you were first aware of Meghan going out with Harry, how did you find that out?
Well, I have to admit, I didn't believe it. You know, we knew. I heard the rumors. I thought they were dating. I'm like, okay, yeah. I said, no, it's serious. Everyone on the set, and I was like, yeah, right. So I was recurring, so I would go back and forth, and I just, I was like, I don't think. I was like, yeah, maybe, I don't know, blah, blah. And then one day, there was this very mysterious, stern British security guy on set, real MI5 type. And I said, "Oh,
Private protection.
This is
this is
real.
serious.
This is
Yeah, this is
happening.
real." And that's when I knew he was serious.
And you had a lovely moment with her actually, and it was just before that moment when you walked her down the aisle in
Yes.
suits. So you were filming. She was there in her wedding dress.
She
and
was
you
there,
had...
and we're sitting off to the side. We actually shot that scene overnight. It was all night, and at that point, they hadn't announced their engagement, but I knew it was serious. And I said, we were sitting alone off to the side, and I just told her, I said, your life is about to change. And no matter how crazy it gets, no matter how deep you're in the bubble, just know that I'm your friend. And no matter what, never doubt that. You always have people that love you, and just know that and be secure.
And has
in that.
she been in touch since?
We haven't. I sent her a letter when I arrived. The royal duties. I mean, she's very busy, so
She's
we haven't
just
been
had a
that in
baby,
touch.
yeah.
She just had a baby. I don't expect her to be. She has
She
a
would
lot on her
write
plate.
beautiful letters if she replied.
Oh,
because
that's the thing. I don't know if everyone knows this. She is a great calligrapher. Oh, wonderful calligrapher. And so, I mean, that would be a prized possession if you ever got not only
letter
something from the
her.
Duchess, but with her calligraphy,
written,
she's
yeah.
very good.
Knowing her how you do, having worked with her, how do you think... I mean, she's obviously an actress, as she knows about celebrity. I mean, Suits is extremely successful. How do you think she's coping with this level of fame that goes with being part of the royal family?
Yeah, I think she's coping with it well. The one, true north for her is the fact that she loves the prince.
Yeah.
And when all else is in doubt, that is the true north for her. I knew she was very much in love with him.
And who was
see
the
it.
woman on set that you knew? What was she like?
She was a very dedicated. The biggest regret about this whole thing, the only regret that I have, and hopefully that changes, is because of her royal duties. She probably won't act again. You know? And she's very talented. So I've come up with this idea that hopefully she and the prince will read A.R. Gurney's love letters, since they're the patron of the arts now. And I think
For a big charity event.
it's
a
big
good
charity
idea.
event, and then you will get to see how talented she is.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first.
Heard it first.
I'm
Good
liking
idea.
that idea.
And we could get to see how talented you are on the West End stage, because you've done theatre, you've done Broadway, but this is your first time coming to the West End, and this has been a bit of a dream for you, particularly this role.
This is a dream come true, twofold. One, this is a classic American play that is like the Mount Everest. It's the American Hamlet, really. To play Willie Loman in Death of a Salesman is climbing a summit. And I remember going to Stratford and seeing the RSC, As You Like It, Kate Nelligan, I'll never forget. And that was the first time I really knew that I could be an actor.
Right.
And that it was something I wanted to do. And so I've, since that moment, have longed to come back to London and do it. And so now this is a dream come true.
Well, it's known as one of Broadway's best plays ever.
Yeah.
And so it's a story of, as you say, of Willie Loman, ageing salesman in Brooklyn. He's got his mental health problems.
Yeah.
Actually, really quite current when you think about it.
It is. Many people saw the play as a condemnation of capitalism, all the worst things about capitalism, and how it can destroy the individual within the institution. Ultimately, it is a man, Willie Loman, who is looking at his inadequacies and his insecurities, and the fear that we all have of are our best days behind us, and dealing with love of family and loss of family, and how we can lose those connections that are most important to us and the people who are most important to us. in the pursuit of something outside of that loving family. And it's a very, the merger of psychology and theater. You know, as students of human behavior, that's what we are as actors and as artists. And so it's the closest thing to a psychologist, looking at how a person, a human being, deals with all of the different obstacles that are placed in their life. And so it's the best. Arthur Miller was so brilliant at that, bringing those two together. So it's a psychological journey. It has been a roller coaster for me. Anyone playing the role has to be very careful.
Well, it's been massively successful. I mean, it's so successful, you've extended by 2 weeks. It's all sold out, pretty much. What it
You
has
can still
done...
get tickets the week before. There, we have £10 tickets that people can call in. There's a queue. It goes on sale every Thursday.
We'll
hold aside.
We'll put the details on our website if you want.
Yes.
If you want to go along at that. £10 is not bad to
No,
see one
that's
of
really good.
America's best
Really
ever
good.
plays. But the great thing about the extension is it means you spend a little bit more time in this country,
Oh, yes.
which you love. And you've got things you want to do, things you want to see.
Yes. The Tate Gallery is one of my favorites. I actually want to be very English and go punting.
In Cambridge?
In Cambridge. It's something I've always wanted to do.
Do you think you'd be any good?
I think you're going to find me on the pole, you know, with this skiff somewhere down the stream. But I'm from Louisiana, so we have pirogues. So you know, I know how to handle myself on a bayou. So I think I can handle myself on the Thames.
You've got to go to Windsor.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have to go to Windsor. I want to go to Windsor. I'm an actor, so I love theater. So I'm trying to find those times where I can go to the theater. You know, so those are the things that I want to do. I want to go back to Bath. Would love to go back to Stratford, you know. And so all of those,
Yeah, you've got
all of
lots
those
to
things.
do.
Yeah, I got a lot to do.
And not much time to do it, because
I know.
you're going to be very busy.
I'm going to be very busy. I think, you know, when it's all over, I'm going to stay a little while longer.
No, good for you.
Well, it opened on the 1st of May, and it's to the 13th of July. Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman is at the Young Vic. And thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's
Lovely
great
see
to
you.
be on this morning. It's great to see you guys.
Thank you, Wendell. Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
It's very kind.